Good morning, Elasmere boys. Today we will start the next chapter of geography, which is soil resources. Soil resources is the next chapter after climate of India, and this chapter also constitute question number 4 in the ICSE geography question paper. So if you read the soil resources total, you will get total 10 marks of question and can answer it completely. So I prefer same as like climate of India, the soil of resources to be read, because once you read this whole chapter, you can attempt whole 10 marks from there. Let's start with the soil resources. As we know, soil is an important natural resources that covers much of the earth's land surface and which all life depends as a source of food directly or indirectly. So soil forms slowly and is destroyed easily. Hence must be conserved if it is continued to support life. Let's look at the formation and the constituents of soil. Basically, soil formation differs according to the effect of various environmental factors like organism, topography, time, climate, parent material, whatever you can see in the image over here in the left hand side. The weathering of rocks and erosion, living things such as plants and animals, and finally the surface of the relief and drainage. This all leads to the soil formation, which is known as pedogenesis. Pedogenesis is the name of the process of the soil formation. Let's look at the right hand side triangle, which has many subparts like clay, sandy clay loam, sandy, sand, silt. So these are my constituents of soil. So therefore we can say that is a loose material which forms the upper layer of the surface and is developed from it. It consists of fine particles to not define or constant composition. Basically they are silica, clay, chalk, which is calcium carbonate, and humus, which have been formed by the decomposition of plant and remains, animal manures and dead animals, and is an essential element in determining fertility of the soil. Let's look at the next image, which is the layers of the soil profile. So as we can see, soil consists of two major layers. One is topsoil. Topsoil is the most important layer of the soil since it contains humus. It contains all kinds of bacteria, worms, insect and decayed plant life. It takes years to form topsoil but get easily washed away. Next, look at the subsoil part. Subsoil is the next layer below, consisting of parent material which are further reduced to form soil. It contains moisture, mineral constituents, but no humus. Below this layer are the solid rock material, which is the solid rock, that is the bedrock. Next, move on to the types of soils in India. There are 6 types of soils as you can see in the picture. Alluvial soil, red soil, black soil, laterite soil, desert soil, mountain soil. Let's look at the first soil, which is the alluvial soil. Alluvial soil are basically of two types, deltaic coastal and inland alluvium. Generally, we can find alluvium soil near to the river bed like Indus and tributaries, Ganga and tributaries, Brahmaputra, river Narmada, Tapi, Godavari, Krishna, in the valleys, in their deltas. In the distribution, like the state it comprises are mainly Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal. What are the characteristics of the alluvial soil? It is actually yellow in color, rich in potash, humus and lime, deficient in nitrogen, tends to be phosphoric, varies greatly in texture from coarse to fine material. Once we look at the alluvial soil, there are two types of alluvial composition we get to see. As you can see in the picture, though it is in Hindi, you can read it. First it is the Himalayas mountain, then the region is called Bhabar, then Tarai, and then in the Nadi Ghati area, which is near the river bed, it has two sections, Bangar and Khadar. So as we can see that Bhangar soil is the older alluvial soil. Large parts of northern India plains are formed of the Bhangar soil. The soil presents a terrace-like feature. It is not as fertile as the Khadar soil. Next we come to the Khadar soil, which is more closer to the river bed, is a new younger deposition of the alluvium soil on the floodplain. This soil is renewed every year and thus is comparatively more fertile than the Bhangar soil. Okay. Let's move on to the next soil, which is the black cotton soil or Regur soil. Black cotton soil or Regur soil is the volcanic origin. Lava soil formed due to disintegration of basalt. It is also called the black cotton soil because cotton thrives well in it. Okay, let's look at the distribution. Occurs mainly in the Deccan Tract, comprising the greater part of Gujarat and Maharashtra, as also parts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, southern Uttar Pradesh, northwest Odisha, western Andhra Pradesh, and southern Tamil Nadu. What are the composition and characters we will get over here? The deep fine grained and varying in color from black to chestnut brown, rich in iron, potash, lime, calcium, magnesium and carbonates, moisture retentive and very sticky when wet, and when dry it hardens and forms deep cracks. Basically, cotton, jowar, wheat, sugarcane, gram, fruits and vegetable are grown in this type of black cotton soil or Regur soil. Let's move to the next soil, which is the red soil. Red soil, as you can see in the picture, is formed in situ by weathering of crystalline and metamorphic rocks and has mixture of clay and sand. Large parts of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, northeastern Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Odisha have red soil. Let's look at the characteristics of the red soil. Red in color because of its high iron oxide content. Color varies from chocolate brown to yellow. Deficient in nitrogen, lime, phosphorus and humus. When fertilizer added, soil becomes a little bit productive. Very much rich in potash. Porous, friable but not retentive of moisture. What are the crops can grown over here? Wheat, rice, millet, cotton, sugar, cane pulses, but it very less amount, so it requires continuous fertilization and irrigation also. Let's look at the next soil, which is a laterite soil. Laterite soil is formed by leaching of lateritic rocks under heavy temperature or high temperature and heavy rainfall with alternating dry and wet periods. Leaching of lime and silica leaves behind a poor soil which is unsuitable for cultivation. It is often used for building purpose. So laterite soil is a soil from which the bricks are basically formed. Let's look at the distribution of states. Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Odisha, Karnataka, summits of Western and Eastern Ghats, Malwa Plateau, Goa and Kerala. What are the characteristics and composition we will get? It is red in color with a very high content of iron oxide, poor in nitrogen and lime, rich in iron, coarse in texture, soft and friable, high content of acidity and inability to retain moisture. So what are the crops can be grown over here? This soil is highly acidic and has a very poor moisture retaining capacity. Still over there, cashew and tapioca, tea, coffee and rubber grow well on it. It is unsuitable for growing any other cereal or pulses. So we have moved to the soils of India, the major one, alluvial soil, black cotton soil, then move to the red soil and the laterite soil. Let's look at this diagram. We can find in this picture, in the map of India, the brown color points to the mountain soil, the red color points to the red soil, the black with the black soil, the grey is pointing to the laterite soil, the yellowish covering the major rivers of India region, northern plain, alluvial soil, and the third desertic area is pointing to the desert soil. We will read about these four soils mainly because these are there in our book and their composition, what it is, the characteristics of it, especially the difference between the bhangar and khadar. These are very important. Please look at the video carefully. We have described all the characteristics of the four types of soil. Go through them. We will sum up over here this chapter and we will move forward to the rest of the section of the chapter in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Do not go out in this pandemic situation. Maintain social distancing. Thank you very much.